Mic check at 9:49. Mic check, mic check. Good evening and welcome to Catone Field. We are just underway. Shot on goal there from Bella Bonfiglio goes just wide right. It's South Windsor at Wethersfield tonight. Just about a minute and a half into the action. The introductions are done, the lights are on, the turf is green, and we are ready to go in the shadow of some fall foliage here tonight. The Eagles welcome the South Windsor Bobcats. They come in with a record of 2-4-3, but they come off a quality loss in their last game, a 1-0 decision at unbeaten and 6th-ranked Tolland. They're currently on the outside looking in as far as the Class LL playoffs, but a win or tie today gets them back in contention. Nice save there from their keeper. That is Haley Butler in net tonight for the Bobcats. She will boot it toward the midfield line. It will be a defensive show here for South Windsor on the season. They have given up only 8 goals in their 9 games so far, and 3 of those came in their season-opening loss at E.O. Smith. So giving up less than a goal a game over the last 8 games. They've got 4 clean sheets in that span. Challenge for the Bobcats, though, is offensively, where they have only scored 8 goals on the year, and half of those were in a 4-0 win over East Hartford back on September 13th. They've been held scoreless 6 times so far this year. All right, back into the action here. South Windsor in the road whites, Wethersfield in the home blues. We've got our skeleton crew here in the press box tonight. Usual partner in the broadcast, Tommy Porkchop McCarter, not able to make it tonight. And we're also getting some help tonight from Bella and Emma, running the scoreboard and the clock. So much appreciated for helping out WHS Soccer. The Eagles are in the midst of a season to remember, one of only 3 unbeatens remaining in Class L entering today. They come into tonight with a 7-0-3 record, coming off a 2-2 tie Tuesday at Northwest Catholic. Currently sitting at number 6 in the Class L seedings. As I mentioned, only 3 unbeatens in Class L, Wethersfield one of them. And they've risen as high as number 8 now in a Game Time CT coaches poll and number 9 in Max Preps rankings. We talked about South Windsor's defensive prowess. That will be put to the test as it already has been so far tonight. Wethersfield on the year, 32 goals scored, including a high of 6 earlier in the year against Windsor. The Eagles have yet to be held scoreless so far this season. And not bad defensively either for the Eagles. Only 9 goals allowed, a high of 2. That was at Canton in a win. They've put up 3 clean sheets so far this year. So it's The Eagles' high-powered offense against the Bobcats' stingy defense here. The Eagles in blue are moving right to left on your radio dial as we start this one here. First half action, scoreless so far, 33-25 remaining. Ball played toward the sideline. Wethersfield looks to take control. Avery Ford now back. Daly with the high kick, looking for Leahy, goes over her head. Bonfiglio gives chase, playing it forward, trying to find Kathleen Brush on the left side. That's going to get past the keeper. Nicely done from the defensive side there for South Windsor as they saved what looked to be a clean shot opportunity coming up for Brush. Brush gets the ball on the inline. It is going to go back now to South Windsor on the goal kick. So pressure again from the Eagles, but nothing on the board yet. Scoreless still, 32-32 remaining first half. Under the lights here at Catone. Cheerleaders in the stands. Eagles on the field. Trying to find the scoreboard first in this one. Ball rolls over the sideline. Quick throw coming for Wethersfield. They're going to line that up. Toward midfield we go. That's going to go to South Windsor. But here come the Eagles on the attack. Right to left we go. Down the right-hand side. Bonfiglio. Met by a defender. Gets past. Gets into the box on the right side. Ball deflected and taken away nicely there by South Windsor. They're going to try to play it up the sideline. Wethersfield controls. And back to South Windsor we go. Opportunity now for the Bobcats. One-on-one. DeStefani gets back, puts some pressure on, deflects that ball, and it rolls harmlessly over the inline. It will be a goal kick, though. Set piece coming for the Bobcats of South Windsor. Good recovery from DeStefani to put some pressure on the shot as South Windsor threatened on a potential breakaway. So the Bobcats will line up the corner kick. Looks like that will be number 21, Michaela Evans, to play the ball in. One player in front of the net. Others spread across the top of the 18. Here comes the kick. Low line drive in toward the box, deflected by Wethersfield. Leahy able to get a foot on it. Out to South Windsor it comes. They try to play forward and knocked out of there nicely by Wethersfield defensively. Ball still alive. Poked ahead by Leahy, looking for Bonfiglio near the midline. She crosses fields, comes near side. DeStefani now takes the ball. DeStefani moves forward. Challenged nicely by South Windsor, but still with the ball on her foot. It is still alive, rolling. Shackner able to get to it. Back to DeStefani. Poked out of there by South Windsor. That was number 17, Emerson Iacovelli on the defense. So we've got a throw-in coming for Wethersfield, near sideline, right in front of the South Windsor bench. DeStefani looks for Bonfiglio on her foot. Step there from South Windsor, but comes back to Shackner. Tries to play DeStefani, taken away by South Windsor. Across the midline they come, left to right, played ahead. Lauren Darrell is there and waiting, pokes it back across the midline, but South Windsor takes control again. In the circle we go. Ball played forward, low line drive. Nobody there for South Windsor. Lauren Darrell plays it back across the midline. Ball still alive for South Windsor as they try to mount an attack. They've had one good opportunity that led to a set piece, but nothing doing on the corner kick for them. We're scoreless still. 29-29 remaining. Through the center circle, Shackner plays it ahead to Leahy. Poked away by South Windsor. Shackner gives chase, but South Windsor's going to control. They play it forward quickly now. Daly, nicely done for Wethersfield. It's going to get that ball over to the near sideline where Leahy chases it down. One-on-one pressure, rolls over the sideline, and let's see which way we go. The officials point toward South Windsor's direction. So the Bobcats will play it in just shy of the midline as they look to cross over into the offensive half. Ball headed nicely. DeStefani with a header. Bouncing. There's Brush with a header toward Bonfiglio off her shoulder. It's going to go over the sideline, and we'll keep South Windsor with the ball. Ball thrown in by number 4, Lila Cabahug. Played back. Look at Bonfiglio give chase. Not able to get to it. Good shield there by Megan Martin for South Windsor. South Windsor plays it all the way across, switching fields toward the far sideline. Into the center circle now we go. Ball booted ahead, but deflected nicely by Shackner. And Shackner continues with the pressure. She's got the ball now near sideline. And it is poked out of there. Looks like that was Cheyenne Pollard for South Windsor on the defensive effort. Good pressure from Shackner. Won the ball for Wethersfield, and that will lead to a throw. Let's see what the Eagles can mount. Ball comes in, goes to Ford, just outside the 18. Puts it forward, but behind the goal and over the end line. That'll lead to a goal kick now for South Windsor. Short ball played quickly out of the back. Up the middle, here comes Michaela Evans now for South Windsor. Toward the sideline we go. Into the center circle, but there's Avery Ford to step in with the interception. Plays wide to Malarkey. South Windsor able to take control. Good step from Lauren Darrell. Crosses the midline now. Allie Leahy on the attack for Wethersfield. One player to beat, and nicely done there defensively from Elise Suffish for South Windsor. Ball rolls over the sideline. And we'll have a throw-in coming for Wethersfield. Emma Malarkey with the throw. Ball bounces around. South Windsor gets to it. Quick ball played forward, but Lauren Darrell with a beautiful step right at the midline. Darrell battling for the ball. Who's going to come out of this scrum with it? It looks like it's going to be Avery Ford through the center circle. Ford gives chase, but South Windsor able to take control. They're going to play forward, and nice step from DeStefani out of the back. Got Kathleen Brush now near sideline in front of the Bobcats bench. Looking for a dashing Bonfiglio down the sideline. Defended nicely just outside the 18. Ball rolls over the sideline, but that'll be a throw for Wethersfield. Scoreless game so far, 26-27 remaining first half. Eagles in blue, South Windsor Bobcats in white. South Windsor strength is defense. Wethersfield is a high-powered offense. We'll see which of those things is able to break through first. Leahy now crosses top to Avery Ford. Goes now to Kayla Ward, who puts a left foot on it. Ball bouncing around. South Windsor takes control and able to get out of danger for the moment. Good pressure on the side there from Malarkey. South Windsor able to make the turn. Pressured by Ford. Into the circle we go. And Leahy's going to step through and get that ball. Left-footed forward. Looking for Brush. One touch. Goes toward the middle of the field. Brush surrounded by white shirts. Stands it up. Keeps moving. Switches fields. All the way to the far side. Tried to find Kayla Ward. And that ball's going to roll over the inline. That'll be a goal kick coming for South Windsor. Substitutions 6-10 and 15. All right, so we have our first South Windsor substitutions into the game. Ball played out. Toward the center line it comes. South Windsor takes control. Through the circle, the ball rolls. Good step there from Malarkey to get to it, but South Windsor still in control. Here's Darrell now. Ball played forward. Trying to find that connection with Leahy. South Windsor's going to get to that one first. Good back and forth action so far between the 40-yard lines. Every 50-50 ball has been challenged nicely by both teams. Bonfiglio now plays back to Ford. Goes all the way back. Malarkey left foot up to Bonfiglio. Got some space. Gets around one defender. Plays the ball ahead to Ward. Taken away there by South Windsor though. And there's a good step. So Malarkey gets to that ball. Plays it across. Possibly looking for Brush on the left side. Not able to make that connection. South Windsor with the turn. Left-footed ball played forward. Headed by Malarkey. Able to hold it up just outside the circle. Helped by Ford now. South Windsor comes out of there. Low ball played right to the midline. Now to the center circle we go. Bobcats give chase. Ball played forward in front of the Eagles bench, but just out of the reach of Lila Cabahug for South Windsor. Throw coming quickly for Brush. Looks for Leahy. Ball pop forward. Monfiglio is there between two defenders. Heads it forward. Plays herself ahead. She's trying to get around, but a good turn defensive effort there from South Windsor. They're able to thwart that attack from the Eagles, and they're coming the other way quickly. Across the midline, the ball rolls. Lauren Darrell's going to get to that one first. Low ball, line drive, played ahead. Tried to find Kayla Ward up front. South Windsor able to take control. Good pressure from Ward. She's going to get to the ball first. Ball stays in. Left puts it ahead to Bonfiglio. Quick tap back to Ford. Over to Ward. Now to Bonfiglio. Eagles moving right to left. Ball concentrated on that far sideline right now. Come to the middle we go. Shackner. Shackner holds it up. Plays ahead to Ward. Quick touch into Bonfiglio. Tries the give and go to Ward, but South Windsor is there. Bobcats turn the ball. Avery Ford pressuring along the sideline. Shackner's going to make a step. South Windsor able to get to the ball first. Here they come on the offensive side, moving left to right. Ball played forward. Malarkey's going to chase it down, but South Windsor gets to it first. And played out of there nicely by Malarkey over the sideline. It'll be throw, though, coming for South Windsor. 22-32 remaining. Scoreless game. 7-0-3 Wethersfield. 2-4-3 South Windsor. Throw coming in the offensive third for South Windsor toward the box. High ball played forward. And Vanessa Venditti is going to watch that one go over the sideline. She will have a goal kick coming up. Two common opponents so far for these two teams. Simsbury, Wethersfield played them to a 1-1 tie. South Windsor's actually played Simsbury twice. Each game ended in a scoreless tie. Here come the Bobcats now on the attack. Good step there from Shackner. Popped out of there by Lauren Darrell. And here comes Allie Leahy on the attack. Quick ball over the midline, but that is intercepted by South Windsor. They're going to play forward, but there's Stephanie out of the back with a good step to get to it first. She goes down, but ball's still alive on the foot of Brush as she crosses the 40. Brush with a tap ahead. Bonfiglio down the left side, but there are three white shirts around her. South Windsor gets to it first. Near sideline they come. Brush with a good pressure to take it back for Wethersfield to Stephanie. Left-footed ball high in toward the 18. Gets to Kayla Ward. She puts a left foot on it. Bonfiglio with a chance off the crossbar. High floater went almost into the net off the crossbar. Brush now tries to mount the attack again for Wethersfield. Left foot line drive toward the box, deflected by South Windsor. The Bobcats come out of there. And there's going to be a whistle. Been a relatively whistle-free game so far. One of the few infractions we have had. That leads to possession for South Windsor. They play it forward near sideline and not able to make the connection. Going to go quickly now to Stephanie with the throw. Looking for Ward down the left side. She's still got a chance. Defended nicely there by South Windsor. And good tackle defensively from South Windsor. They take over the ball. It goes toward the sideline. It's going to be a quick throw for Wethersfield to Stephanie in to Bonfiglio. Surrounded by white shirts. We talked about this South Windsor defense. They are indeed stingy. Nice job with ball movement there. Avery Ford able to get a shot just outside the top of the box, but falls into the arms of South Windsor's keeper. Haley Butler tonight in net for the Bobcats. Shackner with a left foot on the ball. It's high into the night sky on that far sideline. Whistle blows. And let's see what we got. Potential injury. Looks like number 10, Sam Rao, might have been shaken up a little bit, but all good. Play continues. Wethersfield now looks to take control. Daly plays near sideline now to DeStefani. DeStefani comes up the side. Got some space. Left foot, high ball over the midline, looking for Bonfiglio. One touch, gets away. South Windsor is going to control inside the circle now, coming toward the midline. South Windsor moving left to right. Poked away nicely by Avery Ford toward the sideline. Kayla Ward gives chase. Ball still in bounds. South Windsor has it. Short passing game, give and go over there, but that's going to get away and go over the sideline. Throw coming for the Eagles. Throw coming for Wethersfield. Opportunity here for South Windsor, but that's cleared out of there nicely by Lauren Darrell along the back line. Plays it all the way over the sideline. It'll be a throw coming. 18:36 and counting first half action. No score, 0-0. Into the game for South Windsor, number 21, Michaela Evans, and number 9, Samantha Gradovich. And into the game for Wethersfield, number 12, Jillian Barnett. So 18:05 and counting, scoreless tie. South Windsor threatening. Throw in coming just about 40 yards out from the goal, but there is Bonfiglio to tap it to Ford. Ahead to Leahy now. Good ball movement from the Eagles. Leahy with a head up, moving toward the midline to the circle. Across the midline. Bell played forward. Nice low ball just out of the reach of Bonfiglio. That will roll harmlessly into the arms of Haley Butler. And here comes South Windsor the other way, trying to mount an attack. Player down, and that's going to draw a whistle. Ball will go free kick to the Bobcats of South Windsor. Entertaining game so far on this Friday night. Good challenge from Malarkey on that far sideline. Down the left sideline comes South Windsor. Ball played in toward the middle. Bounces. Who's going to get there? That'll be Daly for Wethersfield. She plays it into the center circle. Bonfiglio battles. Good challenge there by the South Windsor defender. That was Cheyenne Pollard. Avery Ford with a battle now. Able to get out of there. Plays the ball to Barnett. Comes all the way across field. DeStefani now looking forward. Nice move to get around the defense. She crosses the midline. DeStefani now still with the ball on her foot. Challenged by another South Windsor defender. Ball deflected. Leahy gets a tap. Back to Ford. Ford goes far side. Looking for Kayla Ward up top. Ward left-footed goes toward the goal. Brush gives chase, but that's going to go into the arms of the Bobcats keeper. So we remain scoreless. South Windsor out of the gate quickly playing up the sideline. Bobcats, good pressure there from DeStefani. She falls down, but ball still alive for Brush. Nice move to get angle on the left side. Sends it toward the net just to the left of the post and scooped up there by South Windsor's keeper. Brush with a nifty move to create space for herself. Good left-footed angle on the shot. Just need a little bit more hook to get it in front of the net. So we remain scoreless. South Windsor again playing possession out of the back. In toward the middle of the field it comes. Barnett gives chase. Good pressure. South Windsor now up the sideline. Ball toward the midline. Goes across high into the air. Good step from Lauren Darrell. Sends it high toward the Eagles' offensive side. Brush with the header. Leahy got a foot on the ball, but South Windsor takes control. Short passing game so far for the Bobcats. Good pressure up from the back. Leahy able to take over for Wethersfield. Tries to play the through ball. Looking for Kayla Ward streaking down the right side, but the keeper for South Windsor will get there first. Ball gets past Malarkey on the sideline. South Windsor takes over. A little bit of contact. Not too much there, but down goes the South Windsor player, and ball will be awarded to the Bobcats on the infraction. They'll take a free kick just about 20 yards shy of the midline, far sideline, over there by Eagles resident photographer Rick Darrell. Into action we go. South Windsor, nice touch pass, playing forward, but Darrell is there, left foots it out. And Brush is going to get to it first. She will cross the midline. Here come the Eagles moving right to left. Looking for Bonfiglio. Leahy now, good challenge there by South Windsor on the defensive side, but DeStefani's going to get to it. High ball, left-footed, all the way back toward the keeper. And that will be scooped up as Bonfiglio gives a bit of a chase. High ball now played in toward the midline. Barnett's going to try to get there. Moves forward toward South Windsor's end, but Lauren Darrell gets to it. Over the head of Allie Leahy, but she's able to get to it, poke it with the foot. Brush now, surrounded by three defenders. Creates some space with the left side. Left-footed shot again. One hopper into the arms of Haley Butler. Good move again by Brush to create the angle. And good scoop up there, shot on goal, but nicely saved by South Windsor. Here come the Eagles now to Stephanie. Nifty footwork, but has to chase the ball down. Goes back across now. Julie Daly with a high ball. Crosses the midline, going forward, trying to find Bonfiglio. South Windsor solid defensively. Nice move there to keep the ball on their foot. And good step from Leahy. Gets a deflection. Brush is going to take control. Left foots it back. That's Barnett. Into the circle we go. South Windsor going to take control. Across the midline, looking for that streak down the left side. Good step from Malarkey. Ball goes forward. Lauren Darrell now able to settle. She's going to play back to Venditti. Venditti now out of the back. Looks for Darrell on the right side. Low ball played ahead to Ward. Quick tap back. Ford. Now Ward streaking down the right side. Sends the ball ahead looking for Bonfiglio. Looks like that might be a little out of her reach, and that'll go into the box and into the arms of the South Windsor keeper. Scoreless game here so far. Been a good one. 12:25 remaining first half. Toward the middle we go. There's Ford now. Tries to play Leahy. Good step from South Windsor. They're going to take control. Back we go. South Windsor, short passing game, trying to move the ball up the field, but that one gets away from them. Substitutions coming into the game for both teams. South Windsor substitutions, number 7, Sarah Gordon. Number 12, Caitlin Rao. Number 13, Elise Suffish. And into the game for the Eagles, number 8, Alana Burnell. So both teams with some substitutions as play continues there. Lauren Darrell with a nice job settling. She's going to play back. Julia Daly now in the middle with some space. Plays into the circle to Barnett. Barnett back to Ford. Still in the circle for the Eagles. They cross the midline now as that ball. Ward now down the right-hand side. Ward with a low line drive into the middle of the box, and nicely done there. 2 Eagles in the area, but South Windsor's keeper able to get to the ball. Haley Butler with a nice job tonight. She's faced some pressure, but has so far kept the Eagles off the board as we're under 11 minutes to go here in the first half. Scoreless game. Wethersfield definitely with more opportunities so far. But neither team able to break through just yet. Wethersfield trying again. They move toward the offensive side, but South Windsor's there. Headed nicely by Barnett, back in the right direction for the Eagles, but South Windsor is there. Good step out of the back by Malarkey. Bonfiglio's there. Good step there from Barnett. Ball goes across the midline. Lauren Darrell with a nice boot, but that goes right off of the South Windsor player, and she's able to come up with the ball. Good step there from Avery Ford with the pressure. South Windsor trying to mount some sort of attack, but Leahy's going to settle this one. Comes near side to Stephanie now out of the back. To Stephanie right at the midline. Crosses the midline. Looks for the opportunity. Taking her space. Pulls it back. Move down the left side. High ball in toward the box. Bonfiglio in the area again, but 2 South Windsor defenders were there. So another bit of pressure offensively from the Eagles, but turned away again by South Windsor. The Bobcats, as they appeared to be based on season results, solid defensively so far. So we will have a free kick for the Bobcats. As we are dealing with some condensation issues here in the press box, trying to keep a clear eye on the action. Got a great crew working on the windows here. 9:08 remaining first half, scoreless game. South Windsor going to take over on a free kick just about 45 yards out from the net. Here is the ball played in, goes toward the top of the box. Turned away initially there by Wethersfield, but South Windsor with possession. Bonfiglio tries to step in. Now Avery Ford She's going to get to the ball first. Pops it ahead. Here's Leahy now coming toward the circle. Pulls it back. Nicely done. Splits two defenders. Sends the ball forward. South Windsor is there. Burnell gave chase, some contact, and that's going to draw a whistle on Burnell. Again, didn't seem like a ton of contact, but South Windsor's player was knocked off her feet. So free kick coming for the Bobcats. Action continues now. Brush in the middle of the field. Ball on her left foot. Moves ahead. Takes her space. Lays it off nicely. Bonfiglio now with a chance. Sends it forward. Looking for Brush again on the give and go. And there's a sliding save by Haley Butler. Nicely done again in net for the Bobcats. A good give and go. Offensive opportunity there for the Eagles. Ball moving between Brush and Bonfiglio up front. But turned away again by South Windsor so far. 7:45 to go here first half. Into the center circle, Barnett settles, sends it over to Leahy. Leahy now splits two defenders, but a good step from South Windsor. Barnett's got it, plays Brush now along the left side. Brush down the sideline, one player to beat, she does. Gets a left foot line, drive ball goes in toward Bonfiglio, who puts a good foot on it. Ball bobbled by South Windsor's keeper. Nice opportunity there again. Good footwork between Bonfiglio and Brush as we have substitutions coming into the game. Into the game for South Windsor, number 26, Isabel Bolio. And into the game for the Eagles, number 16, Sophia Marinelli. So glad you could join us here on a Friday night under the lights here at Catone. The unbeaten Wethersfield Varsity girls soccer team, scoreless so far, 6:30 remaining first half. South Windsor's Bobcats have been up to the task defensively. Good play in net and along the back line has turned away multiple Eagles opportunities. That last one, good ball movement between Brush and Bonfiglio, led to a ball that went right toward the goal. Bobbled a bit by Butler, but Wethersfield not able to get to the rebound. But here come the Eagles again, trying to apply some pressure. Turned away by South Windsor initially. Ball goes now toward the box. Bonfiglio gives chase, but Butler's going to get there first. High over the midline it comes. South Windsor tries to get to it. They will. Down the left sideline. The Bobcats on the attack. Plenty of space to move right now. In toward the middle. South Windsor, ball bounces back and forth we go. Nicely done there by Julia Daly for Wethersfield. It's going to turn the possession. Here's Kathleen Brush. Comes back across the midline to get it. She crosses the 50. Plenty of space. Now pressured. Gets it to Bonfiglio. Quick touch over to Isabella DeStefani. That is challenged nicely by South Windsor, but over the sideline. Throw coming for the Eagles. Near side, right in front of the South Windsor bench. Brush will take it. Looks for Bonfiglio. She's surrounded by two players. Comes in instead to Avery Ford. Back to Brush. Low ball played in toward the box. Not able to connect there. Brush gives chase again. She's inside the 18. Left-footed ball goes right into the hands of Haley Butler. That was a nice shot. Good reaction on the short shot. Point-blank range, but just a tough angle for Brush as she was almost directly on the side of the post. Wethersfield tries to get it back. Brush is going to take control now, left side. One player to beat. Makes the move toward the left. Pushed off the ball. Ball rolls outside of the 18. Brush gives chase again on that near sideline. In the corner, right foots it toward the middle. Good foot there from Burnell. Cleared out of there, though, by South Windsor. Action on the far sideline. Throw will come for Wethersfield. Thrown in by Malarkey. Burnell tried to get to it off her foot. Substitution for South Windsor, number 4, Lila Kabahug. Ball played high, nice connection, gets to Brush. He has to come back just a bit, but plays an off sideline to DeStefani. DeStefani challenged nicely by Kabahug, who's just back into the game. Ball played out by South Windsor toward the midline. Julie Daly's going to be there, gets a header on it. Wethersfield gives chase. Barnett, nice job popping the ball forward. South Windsor takes over. Bobcats now in the middle of the field. Challenged nicely by Wethersfield. Burnell got to it. Ball still alive for South Windsor, though. Daly. Marinelli gives chase. Back to Daly now. DeStefani with a left foot goes into the center circle. Bonfiglio gets to it, settles. Taps back to Avery Ford. Across we go to Marinelli. Marinelli just inside the offensive half, plays it forward, looking for Burnell down the right side. It's going to be settled by South Windsor. Thought they might go for the clear, but they settle, try to take possession. Burnell with nice pressure gets over to Bonfiglio, back to Burnell on the outside. Looks for Bonfiglio. It's still alive for Wethersfield. There's Avery Ford, shot going high toward the net, and that is in the arms of Haley Butler. Haley Butler has had an active evening so far as Wethersfield has dominated possession. Plenty of shot opportunities for the Eagles, but all of them have been turned away so far. We are scoreless, under 2 minutes here in the first half. Malarkey with a nice job chasing the ball down, goes up the right side. It's going to go over the end line. Looks like deflected by South Windsor, so a throw coming for the Eagles on that far side. As we mentioned at the top, South Windsor has only given up 8 total goals in their 9 games, so scoring will be at a premium. The Eagles would love to pop one in here in this last minute plus of the first half. Midline we go, inside the W. Daly looks for an opportunity, plays it forward, looking for Brush on the left side. That's going to get away and go over the sideline out of bounds. Substitution for South Windsor, number 22, Megan Martin. So the clock continues to wind down. We are just about 30 seconds to go here in the first half. In toward the 18 we go. Avery Ford going to play it out top. Marinelli looks right side, trying to find Malarkey up from the back. Malarkey gets to it, sends it toward the net, into the arms of Haley Butler. Nice job by Malarkey to chase that one down, get a right foot on it, and make it into something. Another shot opportunity for the Eagles. But we will wind down here, 10 seconds and counting. We will get to the break, unless something miraculous happens here from 60 yards out. We will get to the break. Scoreless here, first half. We end the first 40 minutes, 0-0, and we'll be back in a few minutes with second half action. Welcome back to Catone Field. The buzzer sounds. We are ready to get underway with second half action. It has been a tight one so far. Wethersfield has dominated the possession battle. More shots on goal for the Eagles tonight, but everything so far has been turned away. Neither team found the back of the net in that first half. We are scoreless. 40 minutes of soccer remain. We're going to reset the clock to 40. Yep. We are working hard here in the press box. I am solo tonight as opposed to having a partner on the broadcast. Yep. Nice first half for South Windsor defensively, as advertised. We mentioned at the top they have only given up 8 goals all season. They've got 4 clean sheets in their 9 games to this point, and they held a high-powered Wethersfield offense scoreless. Wethersfield with 32 goals on the season coming in, but nothing in the back of the net through 40 minutes. We've got 40 minutes remaining now to settle this one. We are ready. The whistle blows, and here we go. Second half action here from Catone. And as we start the second half, the WH Boosters would like to thank Casa Mia in Rocky Hill, one of the season sponsors this year for WHS Soccer. Multiple locations throughout the area, including Berlin and Newington. Stop in and enjoy some great Italian food at Casa Mia. Wethersfield in the home blues, South Windsor in their road whites. The Eagles will move north to south, or that's left to right on your radio dial, or if you're just directionally challenged like I am. There is a ball played forward by the Eagles. Good early opportunity, but Haley Butler for South Windsor, who had an active first half, gets to that one first. So the Eagles turned away again despite a good attack and good pressure. Ball high in toward the midline. Ooh, contact there. Shackner went down. She bounces up quickly. Wethersfield's going to take over with a free kick right at the midline. Just at the top of the big W here in the middle of the field at Catone. Lauren Darrell's going to line this one up. Eagles spread the field. High ball played toward the middle. It's going to be headed initially by South Windsor. Brush along the left side, able to settle, gets to it first. One step around the defender. Ball played in toward the 18 and right into the hands of Haley Butler for South Windsor. Bonfiglio in the vicinity, but the angle not quite right for her to make a challenge on the ball. And high punt played out, headed by South Windsor. Kayla Ward now, quick touch ahead to Malarkey. Malarkey sends it in toward Bonfiglio. She's able to turn, goes down, but keeps the ball alive for Wethersfield. Ward with the left foot in toward the 18, but South Windsor's there defensively. Comes out Avery Ford as the Eagles look to keep the pressure on in the offensive third here. Ford with a nice touch, goes to Ward. Ford now outside looking for Malarkey, who got to the ball, sends it toward the net, but it is scooped up by Butler. And we've got a goal kick coming now for South Windsor. 37-44 remaining. Second half underway here. We are scoreless. One goal could make the difference in this game. First meeting between these two teams since 2016. That was a close one also. South Windsor came away with a 2-1 overtime victory in the last regular season contest between the Bobcats and Eagles. Wethersfield quickly on the throw, looking for Bonfiglio. She's able to make the turn, but the ball deflects and goes over the end line. Looks like that'll be a goal kick coming here for the Bobcats. Ward now, middle of the field, lays it off for Allie Leahy. The ball rolls toward the left, just outside the 18. Nice defensive effort there from South Windsor, but there was Shackner trying to get to the ball. South Windsor comes out of there with it. Shackner with good pressure, trying to keep the ball in the offensive half for Wethersfield. Able to make South Windsor turn. Now they go toward the midline, far side, in front of the visitor stands. Taken over there by Shackner again. She's had an active evening here in the midfield. Avery Ford looks for the pass opportunity, but South Windsor with a good defensive effort. In the circle we go. Fancy footwork and nice step defensively from Avery Ford. Ball played forward now for South Windsor. Gets past Darrell, but Daly's going to be there to chase it down. Daly will bring it toward the sideline in front of the South Windsor bench. It goes into the stands, deflects off a cheerleader, but no harm, no foul on that one. Ball will be thrown in by South Windsor as they look to make an offensive push. It's been mostly Wethersfield from the possession standpoint so far in this second half. Throw coming for South Windsor. They go down the left side, deflects off the back of number 16 for South Windsor. And that is Arden Sansom. Ball is going to be thrown in by the Eagles. Down along that near sideline. In the ball comes. Monfiglio gives chase. Ford gets a foot on it. Bounces around now toward the middle of the field. Ford comes out of the pack with the ball, deflects it off a South Windsor defender. South Windsor's going to take control. Ford challenges. South Windsor now on the attack down the left side. One-on-one with Lauren Darrell. She's going to come out of there. Good shield. And that'll draw a whistle. We will go Wethersfield away. Excellent defensive effort from Lauren Darrell. She got to the ball, contained, and then was able to shield. Draws the foul. Turns away a South Windsor opportunity before a shot could even be mounted. Darrell now with the ball on her foot is going to go switch fields. Looks forward to Stephanie along the left side. To Stephanie across the midline. South Windsor's going to get to that one first. Into the middle we go. Midline circle now. Ball roll. South Windsor takes control. Through the W they come. Near sideline right at the 50-yard line. South Windsor played forward. Looking for the attack down the left side, but Lauren Darrell's going to be there again. She's going to let the ball roll, try to shield, and at the last second she plays it out. Thought there was a deflection, but the official disagrees. That ball goes to South Windsor. Throw coming just a few yards shy of the corner. So here we go. South Windsor trying to see if they can generate a shot. Been a quiet night so far for Vanessa Venditti in net for Wethersfield. Boy, nice job by Brush to turn away a potential shot opportunity there. Daly steps into the ball. Leahy's going to come out of there. Tries to play forward. Looking for Kayla Ward down the side, but South Windsor takes over. In toward the center of the field they go. Brush comes back from the top to give some pressure to Stephanie now. Brush challenges as South Windsor plays it in toward the 18. It rolls over the inline, and that'll lead to a goal kick for Venditti. So the Eagles turn away South Windsor. No shot opportunities. 33-33 remaining second half action. Scoreless tie so far. Entertaining and active game. Both teams aggressive toward the ball. South Windsor has bent a bit defensively, but they have not broken. Nothing in the back of the net yet for Wethersfield. Could be one of those nights where one goal will make the difference. That was the case for South Windsor in their last game against unbeaten Tolland. They gave up one goal and a 1-0 loss there. Eagles now on the attack. Monfiglio plays back to Ford. She comes right side, looks for Kayla Ward. Left foots it now. Leahy, quick touch, looking for Malarkey up all the way from the back. She gets to it first, cleared out of there by South Windsor. Nice ball movement there from the Eagles. Goes over the sideline. We will see a throw coming for Wethersfield. Down near the far corner. Eagles retrieve the ball. Ward throws it in high in toward the 18. Shackner was in the area. It's off of Leahy's thigh. Leahy with a left foot turns it back to Ford. Toward the middle of the field we go. Shackner back to Ford. In toward Leahy. Gets past her as she does the splits. Ball comes out. Malarkey challenging. Two South Windsor players are there. They take control of the ball. South Windsor now trying to turn and go the other way. Through the center circle we go, and to Stephanie there with a left foot, but back in towards South Windsor. Shackner with a good challenge inside the circle. Ball still inside the circle. South Windsor comes out of there with it. Ford now plays it, deflects off South Windsor. They play backwards. Now they're going to cross this center circle. And back across the midline into the Wethersfield offensive half. South Windsor still with the ball, though. To Stephanie, good pressure. South Windsor with a good passing game. Quick touches into the center circle right at the midline. Now down the right side. Deflected off of Stephanie's head. Kathleen Brush is there with the challenge. Whistle blows. And looks like we may have had an offside call there on South Windsor, so Wethersfield will take over on the free kick on the far side. South Windsor has had a bit more presence offensively so far in the last couple of minutes than what they had through most of the game to this point. Still, Wethersfield able to turn the ball away before shots are generated. Leahy now right at the midline. Gets around one defender. She's coming forward now. Eagles on the attack. Left to right. Good step there by South Windsor. That was number 21, Michaela Evans. Good defensive effort there for South Windsor. There'll be a throw coming for the Eagles. Played in, short ball. Bonfiglio gets it back to DeStefani. Schachter now looks to switch fields. Looks Ward in the center of the field. Off her foot, but Ford is going to be there. Ford looks for Ward again. Ward right in the middle. Lets it fly with the left foot. That's going to go just to the left of the goal. Good turn and shoot opportunity there for Kayla Ward. Got it on her left foot, but sent it just wide left. Scooped up now for the goal kick as we approach the 30-minute mark. Just over 30 minutes remaining here in the second half. Near sideline, Malarkey now going to take over. Plays it to Ford. She's got Kathleen Brush now surrounded by white shirts, but Brush gets free. Allie Leahy now with an opportunity. Unloads right foot. It rolls to the left. Almost identical placement to where Ward's shot went, but you like the pressure from the Eagles. That's 2 shot opportunities generated in the last couple of sequences here. South Windsor's keeper now. Haley Butler will play the ball in. Off the goal kick. Short ball played in the box. Now they bring it out toward the sideline, and that's going to get past and over the sideline toward Wethersfield we go. Emma Malarkey will scoop that up for the Eagles. In front of the Wethersfield bench. Looks for Ward in traffic. Ball popped out of there initially by South Windsor, but Malarkey gets a foot on it. Now this is Brush. Left foots it over top of the circle. Leahy back to Brush. Down the right side now for Brush. Right foots it across, and it scoots across. Leahy will chase it down. We're outside of the 18, but she's going to play back to DeStefani. DeStefani now far sideline. Gets around one defender. Lets it go with the left foot. Plays it over to Leahy. Leahy sends it in toward the box. Brush is there, top of the circle. Nice move to get a left foot volley. Left-footed volley by Brush, but goes right at Haley Butler. Another save for Butler as she is put up quite the effort tonight. Active in net. Wethersfield's offense has generated a fair amount of activity, but Butler and the back line for South Windsor have turned the Eagles away so far. Scoreless game, 28-34 remaining second half. South Windsor has played it well so far, keeping this high-powered Eagles offense off the board. Ward now plays it circle to Avery Ford. Ford looks for Brush. She's surrounded by white shirts, and South Windsor takes over the ball, but there's Ford again, active in the midfield. South Windsor comes out of there with it. Toward the midline we come. South Windsor. Ford again with a foot on the ball. Here comes Schachter now to support. Schachter and Ford with the double team. Ball pops loose. South Windsor maintains control. They play it across the midline. Now short touch, and there's going to be a step from Lauren Darrell. Beautifully done. Ball goes back across and still in the circle. South Windsor plays it backward to the defensive backfield. Ball played forward, and there's DeStefani with a nice step for Wethersfield. Left foot's it high into the air. Brush is giving chase. She's surrounded by white shirts. Brush is going to get to it first. Here's an opportunity for Kathleen Brush. Denied by Butler. Almost with a rebound opportunity. Beautiful goalkeeping from Haley Butler for South Windsor as Brush split 2 defenders. Got a left-footed opportunity, almost point-blank range. Kayla Ward now sends the ball across, looking for Bonfiglio. It bounces across and will go over the inline. That'll be a goal kick. Best opportunity of the night, clearly for the Eagles, as Brush was able to come out of the pack, had the ball point-blank range, got a solid foot on it, but Butler did a nice job turning that opportunity away. But Wethersfield's going to come out of it with a corner kick, a rare set piece tonight for the Eagles. DeStefani now left foots it, high in toward the box. It crosses all the way over. Ward is there, gets a left foot on it, high toward the goal. Good step as Brush tried to get in and create interference, but South Windsor's keeper, Haley Butler, able to come out of there with the ball. She sends the ball high toward the center circle. Ford gets to it first. Leahy gives chase now out of the midfield. Down goes one South Windsor defender. The Bobcats take possession, but they're not able to get across the midline. Here they go, but that's right to the foot of Julia Daly for Wethersfield. One-on-one challenge, contact. Daly comes out the winner. Center circle, ball still on her foot. She plays it to Kayla Ward. Ward looks for Leahy. South Windsor's going to intercept, take that over, but the ball stays in bounds on the near sideline, and that's going to go over the sideline. Throw coming for the Eagles. Emma Malarkey's going to scoop it up. 26-12 remaining second half, scoreless game. Wethersfield has threatened multiple times here in the second half. Each of those has been turned away by South Windsor and their keeper, Haley Butler. Here's a high ball from Darrell going toward Bonfiglio. That one turned away by South Windsor. DeStefani now on the far sideline. Plays it ahead, trying to find Bonfiglio. Intercepted nicely by South Windsor, but Leahy's going to come out right in the middle of the field. Plays it to the right side now to Kayla Ward. Left foot touch, intercepted by South Windsor. Bobcats now with some space as they look to play forward. Pressure coming from Shackner for Wethersfield. Midline, right side, ball played forward, and that's going to get all the way back into the box. Good shield by Lauren Darrell as that ball rolls harmlessly into the arms of Vanessa Venditti for Wethersfield. 25-25 and counting second half. Unbeaten Eagles come into this one 7-0-3, trying to find an opportunity to get on the board first in this scoreless game. Brush battling one-on-one. Nicely done there. A lot of contact. South Windsor's Cheyenne Pollard with a defensive effort there wins the ball for the Bobcats. And we'll have substitutions coming into the game. Wethersfield now on the attack. Brush on the right side this time. Taken away. Initially stopped by South Windsor, but Brush able to get the ball. Gets it to Ward. Ward now with the left foot into the box toward Leahy. South Windsor again strong defensively, and they're going to turn away this effort from the Eagles. South Windsor now tries to turn quickly and go the other way. Into the circle they go, across the midline. Low ball played. They've got a player ahead of the pack. Chased down there by Ford. Darrell is back as well defensively. Eagles regain their shape. There's Julia Daly. Nice settle. She's going to send the ball to Bonfiglio midline. Leahy now. Wethersfield on the attack. Leahy with the ball on her foot, middle of the field. Toward the 30-yard line. Sends it over to Kayla Ward. Ward now back to Leahy, surrounded by white shirts, but she gets rid of the ball. Tries to play Bonfiglio. Ball comes out. Shackner now comes right side, looking for Ward again. Ward with the ball on her left foot. Splits two defenders. They make some contact. No whistle, and looks like Ward is shaken up a bit. She's going to go down to a knee, and there's going to be a whistle. And we'll see. Did we get? Yeah, okay, stop the clock. Stop clock. Stop clock. Yep, we're good. So clock stops at 23:35, if I can read numbers correctly. Still scoreless in this one. Kayla Ward shaken up on that collision as she tried to split two South Windsor defenders. So drop ball comes in. South Windsor boots it forward. After the injury stoppage, clock starts again. We are rolling in here at 23:28 and counting. Second half action. South Windsor has looked impressive so far in this one. Came in with a 2-4-3 record, but the challenges for them have been on the offensive end. They've only scored 8 goals in those 9 games, but their defense has kept them in every one of them, only giving up 8 on the season as well. Wethersfield trying to find a way to break through. South Windsor, good pressure, going to take over right at the midline. Plays it forward. Good step from Lauren Darrell. Looks like maybe a handball for South Windsor, but they let it go. Leahy gives chase. Ball into the offensive half for Wethersfield. Brush back to Leahy. Sends a high ball in toward the top of the 18. That's going to get to South Windsor keeper Haley Butler first, as Bonfiglio was right in the area. As we get some mist and fog rising from the turf here at Catone tonight. Beautiful Friday evening. Nice step from Avery Ford. Wethersfield trying to take control. Brush comes out of there with the ball. Moves toward the middle of the field. Ball's on her left foot. Sends a through ball. Trying to find DeStefani up from the back, and that's going to get to Haley Butler for South Windsor. 22-22. Scoreless game. Wethersfield 7-0-3, one of 3 remaining unbeatens in Class L entering today. Here's Leahy now. Sends a through ball. Had an opportunity there for Bonfiglio. Just a bit out of her reach, and that's scooped up by Butler for South Windsor. High kick now on the punt. Toward the midline we go, over the head of Shackner. Ford's going to settle it right at the midline. Pulls it back, splits 2 defenders. Intercepted by South Windsor. Now they've got time. Space. Play the ball forward, but there's a header from Lauren Darrell. South Windsor still in control. Taken over there by Ford. Ball's rolling toward the sideline right in front of the South Windsor bench. Still in. Good battle by Ford, surrounded by 2 white shirts. Wethersfield takes over. Here comes Shackner now. Left-footed ball, low, looking for DeStefani as she gave chase. South Windsor takes over. High ball now toward the other side of the field. Malarkey's there to settle it for Wethersfield. Center circle we go, taken over by South Windsor. The Bobcats trying to find some offensive magic of their own tonight. And here come the Bobcats crossing the midline. Ball played toward the left side. Lauren Darrell's going to get to that one first for Wethersfield. He lets it roll over the sideline. Throw coming for the Eagles. 20:50 remaining here, second half. Scoreless game. There is a shot opportunity for South Windsor. Nice job getting a right foot on the ball there, but it goes high into the night sky through the football goalposts. Shot came off the foot of number 17, Emerson Iacovelli. We are midway through the second half, 20 minutes of soccer remaining. Neither team able to break through and find the back of the net yet. Here come the Eagles now again. Leahy, low ball, looking for Bonfiglio down the middle of the field, but South Windsor is going to get to it first. Ball goes back to their keeper. She sends it high toward the midline. Daily challenges for Wethersfield. South Windsor is going to take over. Gabby Cicero into the game now on the left side. Sends it forward. As we look out into the fog and the mist, it's a interesting Halloween-type atmosphere here at Catone. Good battle down that left side. Stephanie up from the back, tried to challenge there. It's going to lead to a throw in. Cicero grabs the ball for Wethersfield. Looks for Bonfiglio. High into the air we go. Bounces around, headed by South Windsor. They get a foot on it, turn it toward the sideline. It's going to go over the sideline. Another throw coming for the Eagles here. Scoreless game. Good defensive effort from South Windsor. Nice goalkeeping from their keeper, Haley Butler. Ball bounces around on that far sideline. Whistle blows. That's going to go South Windsor's way. Good battle from Cicero. She tried to win it for Wethersfield. A little too much contact for the referee's liking, so it'll be a free kick opportunity here for South Windsor. Out of the fog they go toward the midline. Skips past. Ford gets a foot on it. Played Leahy. Now it's back to South Windsor, middle of the field. Ford comes out of there with the ball. Deflected by South Windsor. Bonfiglio gets to it. Plays Leahy now. Leahy head up, looking for the next opportunity. Makes a move. Goes to the right side. Tries to find Burnell on the right side. Not able to make the connection. Burnell gives chase now as the ball rolls toward the sideline. She settles. Looks for Malarkey. Malarkey had the ball on her foot. Back to Burnell now. Burnell makes one move. Gets into the 18. There's going to be contact. Boy, that's going to be just outside the 18. Dangerously close to a potential penalty for South Windsor, but the whistle blows. They're about 2 yards outside of the box here on the right side. It'll be a free kick. Lauren Darrell comes up from the back. She's going to play it in for Wethersfield. Two-person wall for South Windsor. Wethersfield with Burnell near the middle. Everyone else loaded on that far side. High ball goes far post, and it gets through everybody. Rolls across to Stephanie up from the back. Got a foot on it first, but it goes over the inline. That'll be Goal kick coming now for South Windsor. So South Windsor substitution into the game. That's number 16, Arden Sansom, returning. They take control. Near sideline, they go past Coach Tony Leone and the Wethersfield bench. Nice pressure there out of the back from Alana Burnell for Wethersfield. South Windsor will keep it. They'll throw it in. They're inching closer toward the midline. Throw comes across the midline. High it goes. Nice step from Malarkey. South Windsor controls. Ball bounces high off the foot. Darrell's going to get there. Puts pressure on and draws a foul. A little too much contact as South Windsor was able to get to the ball first on the header. Darrell with contact draws the whistle. We've got a foul. It'll be a free kick coming for South Windsor. They're going to be about 45 yards out from the net, left side. Ball will be played in now by Emerson Iacovelli. Right foot, boots it far side, looking toward that far side of the post. Bounces around, foot on it by Ford. Wethersfield tries to take control. Leahy's there. Iacovelli now for South Windsor. Plays it forward. Out of the back comes Daly for Wethersfield. And that's going to draw a whistle. Stop clock. 15:51 on the clock. We've got injury timeout. We had a collision as that ball bounced around. Both teams after it hard. South Windsor player down. We'll get trainer out onto the field as both teams huddle together. So Wethersfield, 15:51 remaining in a scoreless battle here with South Windsor tonight. Stellar defensive effort from the Bobcats of South Windsor so far, as they have kept Wethersfield off the board. The Eagles, as we mentioned in the first half, have risen in the Connecticut soccer rankings. Eagles up to number 8 in the Game Time CT Coaches Poll and number 9 in Max Prep rankings entering tonight. One of only 3 unbeaten teams in Class L at the start of the day. We'll do a quick check of the out-of-town scoreboard. Don't have the final, but get confirmation that Glastonbury's girls defeated Berlin today in other girls soccer action. Nice round of applause from the crowd as South Windsor's number 15, Susan Odaluka, is up and going to return to the sidelines. Able to walk off under her own power, which is always a good sign. So we will regroup. The teams get back to their respective positions. There'll be a drop ball coming. Wethersfield will take over. Played forward now. This is Jillian Barnett. She makes the turn, head up, goes into the center circle, looks for Leahy. Ball gets through. Bonfiglio battles for it. Leahy now in the center circle. Contact there. It's going to be a whistle, and that goes against Leahy right at the midline in the middle of the W. So that leads to a free kick right at midfield for South Windsor. Played quickly. They go far side now. Looking for an opportunity down the sideline to play possession and for the Bobcats. Hopefully generate a shot, but good tackle from Cicero there to take the ball. Goes over the sideline. It's going to stay with Wethersfield. The Eagles and the home blues moving left to right. Cicero with the throw. Looks for Bonfiglio. Near the midline, far side. Bounces South Windsor's way. It's going to come back now. Leahy takes control. Able to send it over to Cicero. Cicero plays it up to Bonfiglio. Quick tap. That's taken over by South Windsor as Bonfiglio goes down, but nobody home there for South Windsor as Julia Daly is going to let that ball roll. She turns and sends it back. Lauren Darrell sends the ball all the way over to near side, trying to find Brush, not able to make that long-distance connection. Jillian Barnett challenges as South Windsor able to make the turn. They've got possession. Good step from Darrell. Sends the ball back in Wethersfield's direction. Here's Jillian Barnett now. Plays in the center circle, goes to Leahy. Leahy surrounded by 2 defenders. She gets out of there, crosses the midline. Leahy now, ball still on her foot, surrounded by 3 defenders now. She goes to the ground to tap it away, gets it to Ford, who sends it to the sideline. Nobody there for Wethersfield. Goes over the line, and a throw coming for South Windsor. 14:10 remaining in this one. Second half, it's scoreless. Wethersfield has threatened, but each time they've been denied. Solid goalkeeping tonight from South Windsor. There's a collision as Bonfiglio is going to go down. Neither player really able to get to the ball and just collided. Bonfiglio down. She's going to make her way back up. No whistle yet. Ball goes forward for South Windsor. They play the advantage down the right side. Foot on the ball, deflected nicely there as Daly and Cicero both able to make their way back to challenge for Wethersfield. But it's going to be a set piece. Corner kick coming now for South Windsor. An offensive opportunity for the Bobcats. They play the short ball. Now it's played in toward the box. Deflected by Barnett. That's a shot. Wow, that was a rocket. That was the best shot of the night for South Windsor. Went to the left of the net. Had that been on target, would have been challenging for Venditti. It was a quick turn by South Windsor there, but Wethersfield escapes. Let's see if they can take advantage. 13:06 and counting, second half. Looks like we have retrieved the ball. We'll have a goal kick coming. Lauren Darrell going to take it for Wethersfield. Eyes, flies. It comes toward the midline. It's off the foot of Kathleen Brush. It's going to go over the sideline to the South Windsor bench. They scoop it up quickly. Throw coming for the Bobcats. Brush gets back to head that one. Lauren Darrell now settles. Still alive for South Windsor. Nice ball. A little give and go opportunity, but Wethersfield able to intercept. South Windsor still threatening. Leahy tries to get to it. Goes toward the sideline now. Kept in by South Windsor. Ball rattles around, deflected off of Malarkey. And she's going to go down. She took a tough shot there. Point blank range on that kick as she deflected it. So Malarkey goes down. Clock stops 12:13 here, second half. We are all zeros on the scoreboard. Scoreless tie. Entering the game for the Eagles, number 20, Kayla Ward, and number 6, Lily Stabach. So stoppage in play as the trainers tend to Malarkey. She was right next to the South Windsor player who was able to turn and get a solid foot on the ball, deflected off of Malarkey. She went down. Hopefully nothing more than maybe getting the wind knocked out of her or something like that, but we will pause as trainer attends. South Windsor gathers in the center circle. Wethersfield huddled down toward the north end goal. Bella Bonfiglio gets some instruction from Coach Tony Leone. And he's going to head down and check on Emma Malarkey. Two common opponents for these two teams this year. We talked about Simsbury in the first half. Each team coming out with draws in their battles with Simsbury. Wethersfield's was a 1-1 tie. For South Windsor, it was two scoreless ties. And there's a nice round of applause as Malarkey is helped off the sideline. So play will resume. And Malarkey definitely hobbling, favoring the right leg. To be in a bit of pain as she heads back toward the bench. We're back in play now, headed by South Windsor. Contact from Jillian Barnett. That's going to draw a foul, a little push in the back. So another opportunity here for South Windsor. The foul will lead to a free kick. About 37 yards out from the goal for South Windsor. They stack the right side of the box. One player to the left. It goes straight toward the net, and that's going to go wide left. Shot opportunity. Tried to catch Venditti off guard, but it goes wide left. We remain scoreless, 11:34 and counting, second half. South Windsor able to control. Nice step from Brush. Sends it over the line. There comes Kayla Ward now. She's got the ball, has an opportunity, left foots it toward the net, and there it is in the back of the net as we stop the clock. Stop the clock here. Stop it at 11-12. Goal from Kayla Ward gets the Eagles on the board first, and that may be enough in this one. 1-0 Wethersfield, 11-12 remaining. Second half, Kayla Ward able to bring the ball down, got past the defender, had it on her left foot, unloaded, and sent it solidly into the back of the net. Eagles goal scored by number 20, Kayla Ward. All right, so back in action. South Windsor now trying to play off the free kick, see if they can strike back and even this one back up. Fantastic defensive effort all night from the Bobcats, but Kayla Ward finally breaks through for Wethersfield. Free kick coming now. South Windsor plays it high toward the far post. Lauren Darrell's going to get to it first. Ward plays it high, switches fields. Jillian Barnett gives chase. South Windsor gets to it first, but there's Leahy going to come out of there with it. Leahy now toward the midline. Into the center circle, plays it ahead, crosses the midline, looking for brush, but nice step by South Windsor. Lauren Darrell able to settle defensively for Wethersfield. A lot of contact there. South Windsor comes out of there with the ball. Good presence defensively. Julia Daly with a nice job. And there's Barnett with the ball. She's going to play far sideline. A lot of contact there, and the whistles are not coming out. Here's Kayla Ward now left foot. Looks for Bonfiglio down that sideline. Bonfiglio gets to it. She's got one player to beat now. Pulls it up. Toward the corner she goes, just outside the 18. Bonfiglio toward the end line. Turns it back now, surrounded by two defenders. Bonfiglio is going to look for help. A lot of contact there, and then South Windsor is going to come out with the ball. Wethersfield takes it back, though. Now back to South Windsor we go as they try to play out of trouble. South Windsor into the middle of the field, still in their defensive half. Sends it over the midline, but Cicero's going to get to it first. South Windsor now with the ball. Midline goes far sideline and out of bounds, and that's going to lead to a throw for Wethersfield. Cicero will gather that one as the Eagles look to add to their lead. 9:05 and counting. Wethersfield on the board with just over 11 minutes left. Finally breaks through. Kayla Ward left foots it into the back of the net. 1-0 Eagles lead it. For the Eagles, their 33rd goal of the season. High ball played forward now by Leahy. Bonfiglio in the area. South Windsor going to get to it first, but Bonfiglio with pressure. South Windsor escapes there. They play it forward, but pressure from the Eagles, trying to keep the ball in their offensive half. South Windsor now near sideline. Right in front of Coach Leone. Ball played forward. Got past Staubach, but there's Darrell. Darrell plays it back to Daly. Daly now right in the mid-circle to Leahy. She sends it back to Ford. Ford now trying to play it through to Brush. South Windsor is there to read that one. Nifty move there by South Windsor as they get the ball out of trouble. That was number 18, Haley Testa, with some good footwork. They go forward. Good header by Darrell to get out of trouble for Wethersfield. This is Avery Ford turning the other way. High ball down the near side. Going to get away from Brush. And that'll be a throw for South Windsor. 8:01 and counting. Second half, Wethersfield with a 1-0 lead, clinging to the advantage here in this one. South Windsor has had some opportunities in this second half, but their two best shot opportunities have gone left of the net. South Windsor now with the throw. One of their co-captains, Megan Martin, throws it in, and Brush is there to intercept. Puts a left foot on the ball. Collision. She's going to come out with it, sends it to Leahy. Another collision. Good tackle there from South Windsor. Co-captain Cheyenne Pollard with a great defensive effort there as the Bobcats come forward. But there's Cicero going to step the ball. Gets it across to DeStefani. Cicero and DeStefani now working that left side. DeStefani sends it forward. Cicero sends it forward, to Bonfiglio, but the Eagles unable to control. Goes over the sideline. Throw coming for South Windsor. Throw for South Windsor as the Eagles look to hold on to this 1-0 advantage. Good step from Allie Leahy. Here come the Eagles. She pops it forward. Collision. Leahy goes down. South Windsor player goes down. Leahy a little slow to get up, but she is going to make it fine. Ball played forward across the line now for South Windsor in the circle. They come back across, and Leahy's going to intercept that one and send it forward, looking for Bonfiglio. South Windsor gets to it first. Another collision, and that's going to draw a whistle. It's going to go South Windsor way. A little extracurricular contact there from Bonfiglio. A couple of seconds late on that one, but here comes. Here comes. Yeah, I think we still go. All right, so we've got some back and forth as this game gets interesting. Here's Leahy now coming on the offensive attack for Wethersfield. Coach Leone and one of the officials have some good, solid discussion there. Play continues now. South Windsor takes over. They're trying to mount an offensive attack. They trail at 1-0. Wethersfield ahead. Goal just over the 11-minute mark from Kayla Ward. Put the Eagles up 1-0. That's where we stand. Bonfiglio now in the center circle. There's Leahy. Wethersfield looks for another opportunity. Leahy down the left side. Pulls up between two defenders, plays Bonfiglio. Bonfiglio goes far side. This is Leahy again, just outside the 18. Into the 18 we go. One player to beat. She's got it on her foot. Tapped to Bonfiglio right in front of the net. And that ball just skipped over the top of the goal. Beautiful play there as Leahy, with some fancy footwork, beat the defender, played it back, laid it off right in the middle of the field inside the 18 for Bonfiglio. Solid foot from Bonfiglio, but just skipped off and over the crossbar. So Wethersfield turned away on that one. They still lead at 1-0 as we approach the 5-minute mark. 5:20 now left on the clock. Brush on the right side, gets to the ball. Collision there. South Windsor defender goes down, but they send the ball out over the sideline. We'll see where that was called out. It's close to the corner. Not sure if we're going to get a corner kick or just a throw there. The ball rolled into the grass, so as we retrieve it, clock continues to run. 4:57 now, 1-0 game. We're going to line up the corner kick here for the Eagles. Brush is there. She will left foot this one. The Eagles have Staubach near side. Bonfiglio on the near post. Ball goes high, far post, all the way across. Leahy tries to get to a foot on it there from DeStefani. Nicely done, but that ball rolls harmlessly left of the net. So the Eagles turned away again, but they lead at 1-0. 4:33 remaining, second half. Haley Butler plays it in for South Windsor. High ball as the Bobcats try to get on the board and even this one, but Jillian Barnett there for Wethersfield going to take it away. Down the side goes to Stephanie. Left foots it in toward the box. Brush was streaking in. Bonfiglio gets a foot on it, and that's going to go through the football crossbars over into the grass. So a goal kick will come for South Windsor. Goal kick as we go under 4 minutes remaining. Under 4 minutes left in this one. Wethersfield hanging on to a 1-0 lead. Then ball goes over Brush's head, but there comes Avery Ford to settle it, and off of Ford, we're going to go South Windsor way. Quick throw. Bobcats try to get to the other end of the field. Wethersfield sends them backwards initially. Over the midline we go. Good header from Lauren Darrell. Going to go over the sideline. Brush gave chase, but not able to get there soon enough. And here comes South Windsor again. Short throw. Gets past the first player. Darrell with a nice job. I'm sorry, that was Staubach with a nice job getting around the South Windsor defender to get a foot on that ball. South Windsor will keep the throw. Good defensive presence so far by Wethersfield. Here's Lauren Darrell on the right side. One-on-one defense. Ball goes out of bounds. Another throw coming for South Windsor. South Windsor now trying to mount an attack. Wethersfield leads at 1-0. South Windsor with a quick throw. Ball played back. Here's a high ball going far side. Gets over to Stephanie. Rolling now toward the sideline. Gabby Cicero gets to it. Deflected by South Windsor. Ball still alive. South Windsor with it. And there's the whistle. It's going to go Wethersfield way. So we'll have a throw coming in the defensive half for Wethersfield. Eagles hanging on to a 1-0 lead in what has been an exciting game to watch. 2:32 and counting. Second half action. DeStefani coming out of there with the ball. Left foots it, deflected by South Windsor. South Windsor takes over. Across the midline they come. Moving right to left. Nice step from Jillian Barnett. Wethersfield takes over. Here comes Leahy again. Head up, looking for the next opportunity. Deflected by South Windsor, but Barnett is there. Bonfiglio trying to chase it down. South Windsor gets to it first. Here comes DeStefani. Right foot. Deflected by South Windsor toward the sideline. That's Cicero. She battles against two South Windsor players. Ball rolls over the sideline. Let's see which way we're going to go with that one. It looks like Wethersfield will take over on the throw. Under 2 minutes remaining now. Throw in comes for Wethersfield. DeStefani sends it high, still alive on the sideline. Another collision as Bonfiglio and another player go down. DeStefani trying to get the ball. She goes down. That's going to draw a whistle now. And we've got just action here. The officials look to sort this one out. A lot of contact. Players from both teams hit the deck. We'll have, it looks like a free kick coming for South Windsor as after we sort all that out, it goes Bobcats' way. So they're trying to make the turn. 1:18 and counting to see if they can get on the board and come out of here with a tie. Otherwise, Wethersfield will move to 8-0-3 if they can keep this 1-0 lead. Here comes South Windsor down the far side. Good pressure from Jillian Barnett. Collision on the far side. Whistle blows. Looks like Wethersfield's going to take it. And not in a rush to get to the ball as it rolls far across into the corner. We're stopping the clock here. 38.8 seconds. Wethersfield clings to a 1-0 lead as they look to stay unbeaten on this season. Ball played in. Up to DeStefani. Out of bounds we go, and it's back to South Windsor. One last chance potentially for the Bobcats. High in the middle of the field, settled nicely here. Plenty of time. Sends the ball to the right side. Good pressure by Cicero. Cicero clears it out. Goes far sideline. South Windsor's going to be there. 15 seconds now and counting. At the midline, South Windsor tries to move it ahead. Here's going to be Leahy taking control. She sends it high toward the sideline. Out of bounds we go. 7 seconds and counting. And that's going to do it as that ball is not going to make it back into play. 1 second, and there's the horn. Wethersfield escapes and moves to 8-0-3 on the season. South Windsor with a 1-0 loss will drop to 2-5-3, but a stellar defensive effort again as they give up only their 9th goal of the year. Wethersfield moves on to games next week. The Eagles will be at New Britain on Tuesday and at Bloomfield on Friday. And then their next home match Tuesday, October 25th, here at Catone against unbeaten and 6th-ranked Tolland. So we thank you for joining us. Wethersfield comes away with a 1-0 win. Goal by Kayla Ward with 11:12 remaining in the second half. Thanks. Have a good night, and we'll see you again for more WHS Soccer.